Hi! For the last couple of years, artificial intelligence has been rearing its ugly head on almost every corner of the internet and even beyond. You'll see it used for products in stores and used for advertisement, but also many jobs require using AI in some form or another. Students are also paying tens of thousands of dollars per semester to go to school to have AI write their projects for them badly. But I think it's safe to say that anything that uses AI pretty much sucks. Sucks dick, actually. Penis? From AI-generated images and text to AI-generated music, pretty much everything that AI makes is useless poop. Draw poop.
Excellent.
It's almost immediately obvious, not effective for advertising, and if anything, it's anti-art and turns people off from whatever you're trying to advertise or market to them. Part of the reason AI is so ineffective is it's not really intelligent. It's actually not intelligent at all. If anything, it's artificial guessing and checking. AI language models like ChatGPT or Grok or even DeepSeek are artificial intelligence in the same way hoverboards from 2016 hover. It's not, and they didn't. But we still called them hoverboards anyway. We were fine with that. Everyone was fine with that. There's an episode of Joe Rogan where he talks to Peter Thiel, the fascist billionaire big tech government contractor that owns Palantir and probably all of your personal information now. Real model citizen. And in it, he is obsessed with the fact that AI has passed the Turing test.
You actually got to the holy grail of what people would have defined AI as from 1950 to 2010. For the previous 60 years, before the 2010s, people have always said AI, the definition of AI is passing the Turing test.
If you don't already know, the Turing test is a test of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to that of a human, where a human evaluator judges a text transcript of a natural language conversation between human and machine. And in this podcast, Peter Thiel is genuinely convinced that because AI chatbot models are able to pass the Turing test, we're in this new tech frontier, that there's been any innovation at all.
The Turing test gets passed, and that's an extraordinary achievement. And then, and then where does it go from here? There probably are ways you can refine these. It's still going to be a long time to apply it. There's a question. There's this AGI discussion. Will we get artificial general intelligence, which is a hopelessly vague concept. But I keep thinking that maybe the AGI question's less important than passing the Turing test. If we got AGI, if we got, let's say, superintelligence, that would be interesting to Mr. God, because you'd have competition for being God. But surely the Turing test is more important for us humans, because it's either a complement or a substitute to humans, and so it's going to rearrange the economic, cultural, political structure of our society in extremely dramatic ways. We're in a world where nothing big ever happens, and so we have no way of processing it when something pretty big happens. The internet was pretty big in '99. Bitcoin was moderately big. The internet was really big. Bitcoin was moderately big, and I'd say passing the Turing test is really big. It's on the same scale as the internet.
There are studies, though, that measure the effectiveness of AI and have proven that these large language models don't actually think. And if something doesn't register to them, even if it's something they've done before on a less complex level, they still can't recognize or even engage with it. Apple tested multiple LLMs by giving it puzzles to solve, and as the complexity increased, every single AI model just gave up. These models are not capable of consistent reasoning. They can't even scale up in complexity for tasks they've already completed, which is how you know it's not intelligent at all. And what's worse, in order to be able to get these systems to reason and learn and think for themselves, I feel like they would have to be fundamentally different. You can't just train on previous data and be able to handle any situation ahead of you. There's things that are new. But whatever, I'm sure these fucking geniuses have got it covered. I mean, look at what they're capable of already. But just because these models become better at pattern recognition and output doesn't necessarily mean they're getting more intelligent. Does that make sense? The Turing test is from the 1950s. I don't know if anybody else has said this, but pulling the wool over people's eyes, being able to trick them with a language model chatbot, that's not innovation. It's not even science. That's just classic snake oil. That's just a trick. So now I want to get into the actual topic of today's video, Suno music. You may have heard of Suno before. It's an AI music generation software. You type in, I don't know, Fire Latinx Drake type, Miami type beat, hard style with bars. And then the computer generates something that kind of sounds like what you typed in. And that's, I don't know, super fucking impressive to people. A file you cannot really edit that sounds like dog shit and isn't mixable slithers out of your computer. Congratulations. A Frankenstein of algorithmically sorted and scraped content from actual artists, tragically alive. And it blames you. What's weird is the Suno Instagram account has 125,000 followers, which I'm assuming are just bots because they get like 100 likes on each post. Turning ambient hospital noises into something noir? Dying how good this is. Yeah, this sounds like fucking poop and fart and shit.
Oh baby, baby, oh baby, baby. Oh baby, baby, you're my window seat dream. Cute stranger on a plane, let's make this wild.
You played that for the guy sitting next to you? And he liked it? I'm sorry, but this sounds like fucking ass crack. It seems like Suno Music does a lot of brand deals with other TikTokers and Instagram influencers.
I'm a software engineer, which means that some days I work a 9 to 5, and other days I'm up at 3 a.m. fixing my code. The only thing that keeps it going besides way too much caffeine is a good soundtrack. So today I'm using this tool called Suno to generate a customized late night music piece to keep me motivated. So I'm asking it to generate a hardstyle EDM piece because I love hardstyle when it comes to staying awake or running. I want it to be in a language I do not understand well because I get distracted when I can actually understand the lyrics.
Not English, Chinese/Spanish? Yeah, no, classic. Just give me a Chinese/Spanish beat really quick. Hardstyle? Just so you know, if you ever type in this like superfluous information into AI, like, oh, this is going to be used for a late night of coding, it just fucking disregards that. It doesn't give a shit about you or what you're doing. It like kind of makes me insane because it lets you type whatever you want. So I feel like people fill in a lot of the gaps with their imagination. They assume that the programs are better and actually, you know, artificially intelligent when it's just a fucking scam.
Now that we have the prompt, let's generate. Cool. I see it has generated Russian.
She said Chinese and Spanish and it gave you Russian? What did they mean by that?
And now I have a customized music piece that I can use to help fix my bugs.
Каждый шаг, как новый.
Check it out in the link in my bio.
That doesn't even sound like Russian. It sounds like fake. This sucks. A lot of the older posts on the Suno Music Instagram are like random clips. Like this one's of Northern Lion.
I need a woman with a wolf cut to beat me to death. No, you don't. You need health care and universal basic income. That's what. Don't get distracted, okay?
Can you just like take someone and be like, look, I made you AI, don't you love it? Don't do that to people. Asking Suno to roast me.
Yo, look at you with your half flip back like a lost relic trying to make a comeback. Glass is big enough to see the past finish line.
No. Jesus. Do people like this? This has 95 likes. It's cool to people. A night at the theater, Rebecca, product manager at Suno, went to see Wired Emotions at the New York Theater Festival, a play by her friend who used songs he made with Suno for all the music. All the music. No, it doesn't even matter anymore.
I face rejection more times than a bachelor contestant, but I keep coming back like a boomerang.
Okay, no. Suno.
I've been using Suno to write music. If I lay down a drum beat, can the AI jam along?
I saw this one already, and it's a little misleading. So I'll tell you the answer, no. The AI cannot jam along with you. It's not like a person. It's not real. What you'll notice is the office drummer here has his sleeves up recording this beat, and then he cuts to his sleeves down and pretending to drum along as a pre-recording of the Suno version plays. He's not really saying that, which is why I think it's definitely a little misleading. Because what he's doing off camera is stopping the recording of the drum track, putting it into Suno, waiting for it to generate a full track, and then just playing that while pretending to drum along as if the AI was playing live with you. Which it is not. Ugh. Ugh, and it sucks too. Like you made a porn riff. So what I really want to talk about is how famous producer Timbaland has been using AI, specifically Suno, to make whole songs. He's been doing like cash giveaways to people for making the best AI song. It's really fucking weird. If you don't know, Timbaland has a massive production discography and has worked with huge hip hop and rap artists, but kind of peaked in the early 2000s. I mean, he's made now. It's not like he's struggling for cash. He doesn't even have to work anymore. And yet he's been plugging Suno music on Instagram. POV Timbo vibing to your Suno songs. Timbaland's nickname is Timbo, and he calls Suno Baby Timbo. Just for context, it's Baby Timbo because it makes little baby beats like him.
I don't know, it's a vibe. This is a vibe. It's a vibe. I'm telling you, this one is a vibe.
I wish he had more to say about the songs. This one's a vibe. This one's a vibe. I don't know. This one's a vibe.
But you already had your bags packed too. 근데 네가 먼저 떠날 준비했잖아. Now you're stuck in your lies. 거짓말 속에 빠져서
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Boy, you're
Hold
in
on.
disguise.
Stop. That's a good ass K-pop one though. That one go. That one go.
Oh, that one goes. Does he say anything nice? This one's a vibe. This one goes.
Trying to tell you. Baby Timbo, aka Suno. Serious.
He just said serious. He literally didn't praise any of the songs.
Y'all can't front this one is shit.
This one goes. Yeah, here it is. My Love Again remix contest on Suno Music. 100K in cash prizes up for grabs. The top 2 winners get official releases. He literally did a collab with Suno, giving away 100K worth of shit for people to make awful AI beats. Ugh. This is just like gross to do in general. Why couldn't you do this for real songs that people made?
Look, I don't know how else to say it, but it's $100,000 in prizes. 24 hours. You got 24 hours. Suno.com/Timbaland. 24 hours. Answer the call. $100,000.
Answer the call. Make my diarrhea music.
So we here on Suno. The cover feature. Cover is where you insert your song and it gives you remix version. I have a single called Love Again, and I said, ooh, why don't I just remix my own song in different ways, right? So this is my single, the original.
What's crazy is that now that you've inserted your song into Suno, they are using that. That's, in a way, theirs now, at least for training their AI. And we'll get into how that affects producers in a minute.
I don't want you to love me no more.
Okay, that's not a remix. That's just a completely fucking different song.
But that's a good version though. So I would take the ones I love, pick the ones and go through and sit with them.
I don't even feel like he even likes this shit. He just uses it and it's like, hell yeah, I'm getting paid. I'm sorry, Timbaland, I have to euthanize baby Timbo. I have to put him down. I have to put him out of his misery. Timbaland is slowly torching his reputation by sticking to promoting and using AI and doing it really openly. And I'm assuming it's because he's paid to do this. I don't know how else someone would be doing what he's doing and posting the things he's posting. Rolling Stone wrote an article about Timbaland's use of AI music back in March. And he said, God presented this tool to me. I guess God also wanted UMG and other music labels to sue Baby Timbo, you know, for stealing art and music from people. I don't know. The article says Timbaland is downright evangelical about Suno's capabilities and recently signed on as a creative consultant for the startup. I always wanted to do what Quincy Jones did with Michael Jackson's Thriller when he was almost 50. So my Thriller, to me, is this tool. God presented this tool to me. I probably made about 1,000 beats in 3 months, and a lot of them, not all, are bangers. Yeah, I bet none of them are. And from every genre you could possibly think of. I just did 4 K-pop songs this morning. Is it even K-pop if you're AI generating it? I feel like that defeats the whole purpose. Rolling Stone asked Timbaland about what he feels about the lawsuits and copyright infringement, and he had this to say. You're talking about copyright and this or that, he says. No, man, it's theory. It's learning what is played on Earth. If it had no knowledge, how could it give you back the answer? If Baby Timbo had no knowledge, how could Baby Timbo give you back the answer? So you gotta give it knowledge, and that's all it is. Knowledge of musicality. Alright, man, feed Baby Suno all of your fucking masters then. I'm sorry, Baby Timbo. He says musicians should work with AI companies to figure out, like, how do we eat off this? And that can be worked out. Indeed, Suno CEO Mikey Schulman has told Rolling Stone that he expects it to eventually work out licensing deals with labels and artists. How do you license something that you aren't even being clear about the use of because it's sampled and then reused and reappropriated for something else? If you listen and you feel good, how's it losing humanity? Timbaland is pretty defiant in the face of criticism for him using AI. He even made an entire AI generated video of talking animals talking shit about him using AI, or I guess talking shit about his haters. It really sucks. This is like brain rot.
AI is ruining music. Whatever. Go ahead and cry me a river, since Timbo Stamp is on that too.
Y'all crying about AI taking your spot, but your songs barely mix. Why would we train it on that?
Yeah, we won't even train it on your song, but if we did, we wouldn't even tell you, so you wouldn't know anyway, and we definitely won't pay you for it. That's a really good defense.
Auto-tune is AI, baby. Y'all just didn't complain till it started writing better hooks than you.
Auto-tune is AI. No, it's not. Just because it's on a computer doesn't mean it's AI. Do people even know what AI stands for anymore? I feel like I'm going a little insane. Well, obviously, it didn't take long for Baby Timbo to be caught directly stealing from another producer, including stealing their producer tag. You know, kind of the whole point of a producer tag is to identify you. I want to shout out Curtis King, indie rapper, producer, YouTuber, an author and DIYer. I'm just reading his Twitter bio. He pointed out Suno's stealing of K Fresh Music's beat and how it was sampled into Timbaland's song.
I want you to listen to not only this beat, but I want you to listen for his producer tag. You'll hear it in a second. Listen to this for a second. You heard that? Pay attention to that. This beat is hard. Shout out to K Fresh. This is a beat that says in the title, Timbaland makes a beat with Suno AI. Now, this video was posted some months ago. Listen to this beat for me and you let me know what you hear. Not only are those elements of the sound of the beat that you just heard, in my opinion, but you also hear the man's tag. Oh. What are we doing here? That's that man's fucking beat. With his beat tag.
And then he makes up this excuse like, oh, I don't know how to do the training. It's the company that does it.
Yo, are you training AI off of our music?
I can't train. I don't own the company to do the training data. I am a partner of Suno.
So why are you writing for something that you don't even understand how it works? And this kind of insistent, annoying stubbornness in service of like a really shitty slop product really brings me back to the NFT days. They were just as parasitic and scammy and useless, and also pawned off onto sometimes older celebrities that didn't really know what it was or what a blockchain was. They just liked the funny picture. They thought the monkeys were neat. And likewise, Timbaland enjoys the fucking dog shit coming out of his computer when he types something into Suno Baby Timbo. The Rolling Stone article said he had generated over 50,000 songs. And I guess it really is that easy when you could just type in 90s dance beat, really good drums, and solo too. I don't know, he doesn't show his prompts that often, so I don't know what he's typing. I know a lot of people won't really believe me when I say this, but pretty much all modern AI models are false advertising. And they very effectively trick people every day. But what's at least encouraging to see is that the more Timbaland embraces AI and passionately defends it, it seems like he's really pushing away people who have looked up to him for a long time and is tarnishing his legacy and people's relationship with his music. And I think that happens when you as an artist embrace AI. It happened again recently with another famous producer, Alchemist, posting an AI-generated cover for his latest single. Yeah, man, this looks like shit. What do you want people to just not say anything? Like, other artists see this. People passionate about art see what you're doing and know what you're doing. And they're not gonna like stuff like this. I can only hope that this is a pattern of behavior that continues and that people will keep seeing AI for the scammy repackaging of stolen work that it really is. Anyway, that's pretty much all I had to say about that. Don't use AI It's marketed to be helpful for you, and it functions to coerce you into believing that, when it's a lot of flattery and fluff, but no real utility. AI doesn't make or do really anything. Make sure to like and subscribe, or I'll turn you into AI. It's been a while since I posted on my second channel, but be sure to check that out because I'm posting a lot more on there as well. You can also catch me live almost every day on Twitch at twitch.tv/PeteNisOnline. Make sure to follow my socials as well. They're in the description, and I'll see you next time. Bye.